Okay, so we're going to highlight our title here to work on our heading. And if we go to title, you can make it really big. Or if you want something smaller, you can do a heading and play around with the bold, center it. As for keywords, you're just going to highlight the word like I have generations here and just simply hit bold and italics. Pretty simple. Alright children, today we're going to insert an image here, and you see I have my image, and I'm just going to simply copy the image and find where I want to paste it. And I'm going to, oh there it is, paste it right up there. When it comes in, now that's a little too big for my taste, so I'm going to size it down using the corner tools and then wrap the text. Okay, listen up. If you want to add a caption, we're going to actually have to do this in Google Drawings. We can't really do it in Google Docs by itself. So here I have a blank drawing, and I'm just going to copy the image that I want to put a caption under, and I'm going to paste it in here. Now, when you move it around, you'll see red lines, and that'll like center it. And as you see, I can't find them. Oh, there's one. Where's the other one? There's a vertical one right there. This is exciting to watch. Now, as soon as I kind of center my image here, I then am going to go and make a text box for my caption. I'm going to stick it underneath here, and I'm going to type in my caption. In case you didn't know, this is an iPhone, and I'm going to go up and center it, because it looks a lot better if it's text is centered underneath. Now, I'm going to rename it because I'm going to need to save this. So I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to download it as a JPEG. And now I'm going to go back to my file. And there was one that I tried to do, and you can't do it with tables. It gets all messed up. So just do your captions and drawing, and I'm going to insert my caption drawing in there, and you can see it has it. I can resize it if I need to, and then I'm going to hit the wrap text feature, and voila, I got a pretty nifty looking caption. Now it's time for some labeling. Ooh. So the first thing I'm going to do is get my picture into Google Drawing, and then I'm going to use the Shapes tool. And as you can see, lots of different shapes. Now, there's a couple things you can do. The first is just grab a simple arrow and point at what you want to label, like this. And then if you wanted to, you could add a text box to this to then label it. This is kind of the longer way of doing it. I'm going to show you a little shorter way in a second. So here you see I label it at, and shorten that up and put it right next to the arrow. So that is one way of labeling it. The second way of doing some labels is I'm going to go back to my Shapes tool. And here I'm going to get a call out, and they have like little dialog boxes. And here you could use this for labeling. So here I'm going to label the Messages app. In case you weren't sure, this is the messaging app. And you can resize them. And then the next thing I'm going to do is go back to my Shapes tool, find it, there it is, and now I'm going to get an arrow, and there's some thicker ones down on the second row, and these will actually allow you to type in them. And so here I'm going to label the Health app. You got to stay healthy during these winter times. And you can, just like a regular Google Doc, edit the text in there. So, not small enough. Need to go a little smaller. There we go. And I can also change the background color if I need to, as well as the text color. And finally, going to go back into the Shapes to show you one more. Where are you going? Right here. Shapes, and back into the arrows, and here I'm going to get one that points straight up, and eventually, there we go, I'll get around to doing this and center it. And you see that you can still use the centering lines when labeling. And this is a button. Well, it's not Benjamin Button. It's just a regular button. And as you can see, I can still mess around with the text in there. And nope, I want to highlight the text to center it. Everything, especially when you're doing something like this, it looks a lot better when you center it. So, just take the extra second to go out of your way and do that. And there you go. And let's change the color just for fun. Make it look nice and pretty. And that is how you label. If you love tennis, then you'll like Steffi Graph. But if you like text features and you just want a regular graph, the easiest way to do this is to just Google create a graph. And one of the top sites is this Create a Graph Maker. Yes, it's a little kitty like, but it's actually really easy to use. It has a tutorial and lots of different graphs to choose from. Also, it's free and will let you design and input your data as you like. And, no information yet. Now, this is important. You have to download the file as a JPEG. And let me bring over this to show you. So you definitely want to get it as a JPEG, and then you're just going to insert it like a normal image into your work.